Hey there, it's Greg here at the Gourmet Woodsman. Just going to show you what's going on in my charcuterie cabinet right now. So it looks like we're at 56 degrees and 74% humidity at this exact moment. Those do fluctuate. Average is 55 degrees and about 80% humidity. This is what I do with my test pieces, and last time I made a salami I had a little bit of extra that wouldn't quite fit into my casings. Dipped them in some wine, coated in some cornmeal, and they should be pretty tasty. These are the salamis I was making. That's what I was making when I ended up with a little bit of extra. These are saucisson de hars, except with a twist. I infused the pork fat for these with truffles. Not truffle salt like I've done with some other things, but I actually infused it with truffles. Here's a couple of culatellos. This is from the Big Black Red Wattle Cross. The other one is from the Spotted Gloucestershire Hampshire Cross. These have been in my chamber for 11 months now, and they're at 38% moisture loss, so they're getting really close. They could come out now, but I'm going to give them another month. Bear with me, this beeps at me when I leave the door open. Here's a pancetta from the same Big Black Cross. That's been in there for 11 months. Pancettas can come out at around 20% moisture loss, but as long as it's losing weight, I'm continuing to leave it. In back, I've got the big prosciutto. These culatellos are a type of prosciutto. This is the big muscle. If you bone out a ham, you get a big muscle and a small muscle. This back here is the whole leg, and it's been in here for 2 years. I'm probably going to take it out real soon. It's just under 30% moisture loss since I put it in my cabinet, and it's actually like 39% moisture loss since the first started the process. That goes in a salt box with the big weight on top of it, and it actually squeezes out a lot of water. Moving up here, I got a couple of new culatellos just went in here. You notice these do not have this layer of fat and rice flour on it. The fat and rice flour layer is called sunya. I'm waiting for these to dry to 20% moisture loss before I put the sunya layer on them. Both these culatellos came from the pig I got this year, which was a Berkshire Hampshire cross. And this guy weighed like 400 pounds. Here's another pancetta. This one was off the Spotted Gloucestershire cross, and I think I'm going to take it out here at the end of this video. It's at 29% moisture loss. It's also been in here for about 11 months. Yeah, in the back here, we got two other pancettas. They're drying a little slower. They're from that Big Black Red Wattle Cross, which was a fattier animal. And then what I have here, this and this, are two copas. These are both copas, and they're both off of the Hampshire Berkshire cross. So that's really all I have in here today. I'm not going to go through the weighing process with you, but I'll show you real quick how this works. Got a small fan up here. Replaced the original fan with a computer fan, and it's on a speed control. Speed control hangs out back here. You can see there's a hole drilled in the back. Those small wires are for the probes. So hanging down here towards the middle is the temperature and humidity probes. And to keep this 80% humidity, I have a dehumidifier and a humidifier. To tell you the truth, the compressor on this thing does the lion's share of the work of dehumidification. On the other side of that, I have my humidity control. This is what the dehumidifier and humidifier are plugged into. And I have my temperature control, which is what my refrigerator is plugged into. You can see it got pretty warm, 59 degrees. That's just because I had the door open while I was showing you. And then in the back, you can see, just have a rag stuffed in that hole. Don't want to seal it up permanently with foam because every now and then, got to pull things out, clean it out. So I don't want to permanently seal it. That's pretty much how this works. Not too much to it. Let's go cut up that pancetta. Well, I'm ready to cut into this pancetta, and let's see what it looks like. Okay, now get this collagen sheet off the outside and get a look at the actual meat. The dogs smell it. Dogs came running all the way from upstairs. Hey guys, it's not for you. Clean off this board real quick. So pancetta, it's ready, once it's about even 20% moisture loss, because
fat takes so long to dry and there's so much fat. But I did let this go for 11 months. And look at that. Ain't that a thing of beauty? All right. Oh, man. Woo. I got to get the slicer out and give this a taste. Come on, what's not to like about that? All right, I've got to taste this because, man, I've been waiting 11 months. I don't know if you can see how see-through it is. Let's give it a taste. I really love pancetta. The fact that I like it so much, it's kind of sad because I don't really make bacon out of the bellies I get from these pigs because I'm always wanting to make pancetta. Truth is, I can find some pretty decent bacon to buy, but I can't find pancetta of this quality. And if I could, I probably wouldn't be able to afford it. And I have several friends that have visited Italy recently, and they've all said my charcuterie is better than most of what they had there, hands down. They said you can find some artisanal places that has stuff as good as this, but your average charcuterie, even in Italy, it's not as good as this. These animals were raised really well, lots of love, good quality feed, space to roam around. I've done everything to the best of my ability. And that's just damn tasty. Man, look at that fat roll. That's just, Well, one of these days I'm going to come out with a video on making pancetta. The best quality I can get out of these, I'm going to equalize them. So what I've done is I've washed off any mold with some white vinegar, vacuum sealed them, put down my date, and I'm going to equalize these for at least 6 months and up to 11 months. Because these have been drying for 11 months. Preferably I would equalize them for 11 months. But if I just can't wait that long, I'm going to try to at least wait till the 6 months. And fact is, they're edible right now. They're delicious right now. Nothing wrong with them. But they will get better, continue to develop flavor, and the texture will improve as well. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of this type of content, make sure to subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any. And whatever you do, put some love into the food you're making. Peace.